Don't drive it.
I'm rolling.
Why would I drive my car in Spain?
No, if you ever came out, I'm saying, if you ever come out here, I wouldn't recommend bringing
It's
your
like,
car.
you know what? I'm going to Spain, could get a plane. Fuck it, I'm going to drive my Polo all the way there.
Yeah. Or me driving my
Well,
pug.
I did that various times when I was moving. Yeah, I had to like go through France and all that.
Fuck that, I'd rather walk.
Probably be quicker.
Live on the air again, by the way, fellas.
Yeah, it would actually be quicker than my Polo.
And my pug. Jesus.
We're talking 55 horsepower, lads.
Yeah.
We're talking 3-cylinder torque.
I've got 60.
Full
My car
go-kart
weighs like a My car weighs an
levels
absolute
of power
ton.
we're talking.
It weighs about 2 tons, it feels like.
Do me a favour and pass around that new link for the Hangout, which is on my Twitter page. That'd be.
Mine's fine. It doesn't pull hard.
Who's
Yeah.
like,
But it,
you know, round of applause for raising competence, basically.
it pulls well enough. The second you hit 50, you're welded to the floor and you're not accelerating anymore.
Yeah. And mine does 70 and that's about it.
We got it to 100 once, but it was downhill.
Wait, what did I miss when my internet died?
I don't know, I was having dinner. I came back and you were gone, I was a bit alarmed.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's embarrassing.
Just like, okay, who killed Dre?
Like, I know I'm the glue that holds this community together sometimes. I know. In the realms of crazy, I'm the voice of reason. I know.
You weren't making Matty's sister's jokes, were you? Is that what it was?
No, I'm not fizzy. No, there will be no jokes here in tonight's hangout. We're classy like that over here on this channel. We're not all gonna alienate the one woman on a 10-person hangout like the sad bastards we all were.
Okay.
See, the thing is, the people that are watching this are gonna be like, "Oh my God, Dre's saying these things." Deep down, you all know I'm right.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was completely in my own world. What controversial thing did Dre say? I kind of came back with it when Tom started clapping. So I'm assuming I missed something here.
Ed, like you don't know me well enough. If this is the first time you've said, "Oh my God, Dre said something controversial," like that never happened before. like this is a new thing with me.
What controversial topic have I missed out on?
Oh, he's talking about that banter thing the other night, basically.
A certain female of sorts.
Oh God. And then the certain reaction we got afterwards.
Yeah, basically Alex Armageddon, like basically verbally died.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Timelines again.
I mean, I said this the other day. The only reason he's calling her a slut for being a girl in the community is because the only thing he's fucking is a sock. We all know that's the truth, though. Like, that's the reason he's so mad here. He's just mad at Matty and that because he didn't jump on the bandwagon quick enough to be around that lot.
Yeah.
That's why he's mad.
Yeah.
And he's on the sock bandwagon.
No, so he died because he went first to sniff a pussy.
What?
I'm so
I didn't hear that.
I just heard pussy.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
flying through my channel. I'm going to be celebrating 5,000 again next week. But oh jeez, like I must admit, I was kind of like the backseat guy during a lot of that stream because you know Matty is Matty, you know, fissy, and you know he's great and always, you know he's so subtle, but he's sly like that when it comes to these things. To be fair, I probably shouldn't have opened up my Ask FM for such public interrogation during that stream. Some of the things that people were saying in that not safe for work.
How many dislikes did he end up with?
I refuse.
230 if I'm not mistaken.
Yes! We need to get that 300.
You know, you put the comments, Sky F1 shut me down, new hangout coming shortly.
Yeah.
Someone actually replied saying, why? Like, why did they shut you down?
Oh, I'm gonna take out my eyes with an ice cream bowler.
Oh, I'm done.
I must admit, I like the fact it's apparently so believable that someone actually thought that may have happened for real.
Yeah, you're so
You made it,
YouTube
everybody.
famous now that people
I'm
believe
so-
that Sky F1 is all over you. They've seen what you've been saying about Hamilton, and frankly, they're not very fucking impressed.
I'm sorry, Sky. I'm sorry I'm not brown nosing your overrated hero. I understand it. I'm sorry. You can't see it, but I'm about to get struck down by a lightning bolt from behind my bedroom.
Hashtag blessed, hashtag swag.
You've got a load of Hamilton fans outside with sticks and flaming sticks and eggs.
Hashtag God. What really makes me laugh is when he's like, hashtag God is awesome. It's like, why are you such a miserable bastard then? You're on £80 million a year or something like that. With Nicole Scherzinger, you're a Formula 1 driver. I don't know where the fuck he lives. It's like Monaco probably or some shit.
Yeah, it's
Stop
Monaco. It's
fucking
like
whining.
$2 from Rosberg or something.
Yeah.
You know what? You must. Yeah, I can't help but notice this. Like, I know I'm not a body language expert or some kind of friggin' psychologist. I can't. The Hamilton fan base likes to think I am. But the weird thing is about it is like after third, right? After Hungary, where he came in third, right? And he's on that podium and he's looking at it and like I've never seen a dude look so miserable by finishing in third.
Yeah.
Especially considering he started
Weber.
late. He started
Weber.
and spun on lap 1.
And he beat his only championship rival, and he beat him.
And he
Yeah.
beat Rosberg over the line. It's like, oh, look at me. I'm like, oh, it wasn't a good race. It wasn't one of my best performances.
He's lost a lot of fans this year. I've noticed that it's no longer the thing where you go on Twitter after a race and you want to kill yourself because of all of the fanboys just exploding over their timeline. Like, now it's kind of a case of everybody's like, oh, fuck off, Hamilton. And then you've just got a few select people that are still sat there like, Hamilton's the best, fuck Vettel. Like, no, Vettel's nowhere now, he's just like,
Spinning.
shooting apparently.
You see my face right now and like the urge I have just to
Gillen and Neo Blitz are the two worst for it.
Yeah.
Those two would literally do things with Hamilton.
Wait, who's the other really bad Hamilton fan?
Neo Blitz, who coincidentally also fucking hates you.
Oh yeah, I remember one time I got into an argument with him and Mickey Motions on Twitter like a month ago, and he criticised me for being too intelligent. Too intelligent. I still can't get over that one. I think it's still my favourite.
That is a backhanded compliment to the face.
I don't like it. It's too intelligent, I think.
Yeah, any MotoGP fan in this hangout, you might want to look at the chat. That is one lovely picture, that.
What is?
Look at the chat, that is one beautiful picture.
Oh, okay. What's this? Hang on. Let's look at this real quick. Steve Day status.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. That's a
That
picture.
is.
Hang on, I'm going to put the camera around real quick. There, I believe that's Lorenzo, Pedrosa, Marquez, Rossi, and then Bradle.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. Picture there. I might retweet that. Actually. I'm going to retweet that. I'll put it in my timeline, guys. In case you guys want to see it, you can follow me on Twitter at Harrison.
Plug!
Shameless plug.
Good thing you ain't got a little more here, otherwise it'd be announced and overtakes the millennium every 5 seconds.
He brought one out today.
Oh, yeah.
New episode every 6 months.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to Overtakes of the Millennium, because it will literally be a millennium before we release the next one.
Yeah.
He lied about scheduling it for 10,476 or whatever.
Yeah. What did Ryan upload back in the day? Was it just Overtakes of the Week?
He had like a
That's
cup.
all we got.
He used to do a cup crew with Fizzy as well.
Oh, I do remember that, yeah.
But now he doesn't upload enough videos to complete a whole career. So
Yeah.
I've tried a career mode before and I got to Malaysia.
Thanks, Code
So
Monster,
that's
for correcting my
trash.
save, you bastards. Okay, to be fair, it's probably more of a Microsoft thing than a Codemasters thing, but it still was really friggin' annoying, alright? I said, Joe McMillan is going, I would like Neo to have a conversation with Scott Windley.
I just saw that. That'd be brilliant.
That would be hilarious.
Everything Scott says is said in just such a formal manner.
Yeah, I think he's the
Which is
most
obviously...
dude in the world. And,
Yeah, it's obviously why he's such a good commentator, because he can take, oh, he's gone past him, and make it a paragraph long.
I think in the time that Scott and Neo Blitz had the conversation, Ryan might actually upload another video.
When did this turn into a
This
rip
turned
on
into-
everybody that isn't in the Hangout?
Yeah. Right, who's next?
Yeah, by the way, Scott, if you listen to this by some coincidence, we do this because we like you. You take your medicine like everybody else does. But yeah, why did they stop the stream? Yeah, basically my internet died. I think
No.
Skype shut us down. So
Yeah, Skype one.
Mexicans.
yeah. I think Ed Mexican stroke kind of tipped us over the edge.
Yeah.
And Hamilton fans.
We're going full top gear in a minute. I'm about to call Ed a nigger, and we're going to get taken off the air. And say it may have possibly been a mistake. And I
The
might...
moment when you're saying that to quite possibly the scrawniest white boy in the world.
Like, oh Jesus! There's this dude here called Harris. It's like black cock from Harrison equals dark black.
God.
Really? How do you say
What?
There's a Harrison 11 now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's tapped that like 15 times. Like hi nigger Harrison.
Is
Real
it just
cock.
is it just me, but I don't get it? Black cock from Harrison equals dark black. Has the joke gone over my head, or
It's hilarious.
Ed, what are you playing? If you are playing.
fuck all? Just playing with my shifter.
Come again?
I'd like to point out to everybody in the stream, because I'm sure many of you don't know anything about wheels, there's literally a shifter here. That is not a euphemism for penis.
I know your friend's not home yet. I understand that, but and there's no need to take your frustration out on this hangout, okay? At least turn the webcam off and mute yourself if you're going to play with your shifter. Attaboy. That's it.
Microphone muted as well.
Yep, we'll be back in about 20 minutes. Well, maybe 20 seconds, actually.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Shed Boy for Life goes, no, Mark Marquez shuts off your internet. Saying, who is the person who makes the Harrison accounts and gives you abuse? How am I supposed to know?
Because you're supposed to know everything. You're too intelligent, remember?
Neo Blitz, is that you? Yeah. So it reminds me of the debate in the stream when I was just on our film. I had about 14 different comments of Dre, start an argument with Gillen, and I'm like, is that what I'm most famous for now? Like really fixing arguments with an ignorant fuck.
I'm a bit scared. Ed still hasn't come back.
I think he's going to
I
do
don't want him to turn on this webcam and he's just sitting on his shifter.
This is like one of those really, really dark trips on Pornhub. Everybody knows what I'm talking about here. I don't like the awkward silence in here right now. The Triple H closed your stream. Hamilton hater hunters. Well played there, Jay. Well played. Have to go in an hour and a half and do stuff, whatever. That's NF Gaming, by the way. Hi, Sammy. Good to hear you. You may remember Sammy from one of my Canadian Grand Prix Hangout excursions we had on here back in July, which was rather chaotic, to say the least. It's one of my most famous videos ever, mainly because of the reaction of when Massa hits Perez on the final lap, which is legendary. It's like, oh, Massa's gone! Oh my god! And we all just like synchronized shit ourselves in one enormous fashion. But that was like 4.25 hours of me, and I lost my voice afterwards, which I never thought was actually humanly possible. No, I mean Scott Woodward feels like. Other comments in the chat going,
He's finished.
Hamilton's fault.
I mean, I was gone for
they're
about 40 seconds, not something
Yeah,
I'm proud of, but it's what I got to work with, you know.
Is your arse hurt now, Ed?
Oh, why do you think I've got this comfy chair? Like,
This chat is going to go in a very dark direction in a minute.
I think it already.
I was actually only gone for 10 seconds. It just took me so long to hobble back over.
Oh god.
Oh, Ed.
You need to get Ed on ATC one day, Dre. Gee whiz.
Who?
You need to get Dre on ATC one day. Gee whiz.
I really do, or shouldn't I? Like, the two guys I really want to get on around the corner that I have not been able to get yet has been Into the Barrier and ex-Matty G. And Matty's has always said he's been down for it. It's just been a matter of trying to get me and him in the same time, in the same room with the other blokes.
You need to get
That just sounds quite
ESC
wrong, like
and
that.
the
Still.
special guest.
And Into the Barrier's always been kind of keen for it, but he's always said he would do it, but he feels like he's feeling so shy, which is a bit weird, considering the dude vines all the time. But those two are definitely something I want to make happen. So people have been asking me about this for a long time, like, when are you going to get insert name here on Around the Corner? And I've got pretty much everyone that matters in the community now, except for Matty and probably Scott himself Into the Barrier.
Well, how terribly insulting.
Yeah. How to insult everyone else?
Roll the community to the side.
No, the reason I've never asked to be on is because, frankly, I don't know enough about F1 to be quizzed about F1.
That's not really a quiz in a sense. It's more just.
It's not really. I don't know much.
You just ask a question, I'll be like, Hamilton annoys me. That's all I've got.
That'd be it, you'd win.
You probably win.
All I need to do is get on your side and just slag off Vettel a lot, and you'll make me win.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, did I just say slag off Vettel? My God, I was shocked in my head as a child. Slag off Hamilton and big up Vettel. It's been a long day.
He's getting to your head, Ed.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm seeing double now.
You know what's funny as well? The comments are coming in. Like, I've had Harrison 11, 12, 13, and 14 all blocked and banned from my channel now. So
Fucking hell, somebody isn't getting enough attention from their parents, are they? How many fucking accounts have they made?
at least
Jesus. They've made 4 at least.
Yeah, Joe, suggestion.
Yeah.
Possible ATC next week before the second half of the season. Prediction.
I would like to. I can't guarantee these things as I am awfully disorganised. I'm terrible for this. I can't even lie. I don't plan this shit enough in advance, unfortunately, and then I act surprised when shit doesn't happen. But I would like to get one in next week. No guarantees. The problem is I've got like about 4 people who I owe appearances from. So it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Well, like, what do I do about this? So, you know, and obviously the usual flock of about 50 subscribers asking, Drake, can I come on? Dude, you have 4 subscribers. It doesn't benefit me bringing you on here. The thing is, don't get me wrong. I know people have always
Money
asked,
whore.
"Are you going to do subscribers on this show one day?" And like, I would. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't benefit me in having subscribers that people don't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because why would anyone choose to watch? Like, part of the
Yeah.
reason people are watching is because of the personalities involved. If you don't know the people on the show, why would you tune in? You know.
Yeah.
Plus, you just know that if you got, I mean, you've got 5,000 subs now.
Mm.
For me, obviously I don't upload anything, but we're at around 300. You just get normal people. When you've got 5,000 subs, it gets to a point where you get fanboys, and fanboys are idiots.
You get
So
Harrison
you can
12
have-
turning up.
Yeah. What?
You're going to have that one person. There's 4 of them, so you're going to have to fill up the hangout with Harrison 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14.
Yeah, there's enough black cock for everybody. So apparently Ryan Littlemore has just tweeted me saying, "Didn't know you're doing a birthday stream." Shit, he's onto it.
He does.
Oh
Everybody-
no! Hide! Hide and call Alan! He'll
I
get him
think
away!
Alan!
Alan! Alan!
I think that is Ryan's subtle way of asking for a link.
Yeah, please get Ryan in. I'm sorry to roast him so bad.
When it comes to streams and around the corner, Ryan Littlemore is the guy that shows up last for the party and pisses in the punch bowl. That's what Littlemore is when it comes to a party. But we love him anyway. But he's so easy to roast. He sets it up like. If anyone's ever seen, like, I think Ryan Littlemore is the all-time leader in penalty points in around the corner history.
Yeah.
I've lost count, literally, of how many penalty points he's had in episodes. One time he was given a 10-point advantage and still couldn't win. True story. It happened on the last page as well, where literally I gave the 2 English guys, or the 2 European guys here, one of them was Tom Martinez, the other one was Arava. They had a 20-point head start and they still lost out to the Americans. Like, I give you guys every chance. And we still got beat by a combination of Athlete and Ryan. I know everything about Formula 1 ever, king. But yeah, apparently the guy in the question was was in the first banter stream. This is his 14th account.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Initialization asking, blondes or brunettes?
Brunettes.
Brunette.
Yeah.
Brunettes.
I couldn't really give a shit.
Tom will take
As long
anything
as
he
it's
can
got a
fucking
heart.
get.
As long as it's got a heartbeat, he's fine. Even
Yeah.
the dog in a minute.
Is there a pulse?
It doesn't even have to have female genitalia, he'll take it. And he holds a gun.
Nah, I won't get that far. I don't give a shit about hair colour, even redhead. I don't give a shit. I really couldn't give a
Yeah, I
shit.
think we can all agree that redhead kind of wins.
Yeah.
It is just wins.
Also, Joe McMillan says, if there is an ATC next week, I won't be able to see it because I will be in Spa. I'm not jealous of you at all, Joe.
No, no one is.
Yeah.
Not.
No, not bad.
Harrison, you're not going this year? I know you go on like 14 holidays a year.
I know. No, I went to Silverstone this year, so that was my trip for this year.
Shut up. I hate you. No,
I feel bad for Anthony. He's just everybody's punching bag.
Yeah, like everybody
Alright,
roasts
Gray, within 5 seconds he got a reply from Riotbox calling him a faggot.
So mean. It is ridiculously mean. Like everybody gives Anthony shit, but he's like the nicest dude deep down.
Yeah.
That's why we all rip on Anthony, because he just sits there and he takes it.
Yeah.
He takes it, man.
He's not a pillow. You keep punching it, and nothing happens.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell, what do you do with your pillow? I sleep
You
on
don't wanna
mine,
know
I'm
it's
sat there
pillow, it's
beating the
covered in
fuck out
white.
of your bed covers.
It's white now. It was pink.
You beat the colour right out of it.
I'm gonna beat the black off of it. Right, Books, you're a very mean human being, but we like you anyway.
I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
He's now pretending to be Arab. He's calling himself Arab 16 now. This frigging guy doesn't know where.
He's not even being imaginative.
No, it's like, well, you're gonna try and make it at least a little bit less obvious. You're basically obsessed with black cock. Like, dude, seriously, Pornhub.com. It will satisfy your every need.
It will blow your world, literally.
Yeah, quite literally.
Also, we got Anton the Beast is responding in the comments saying, "Take it like your mum, Ed."
Well, that's not very nice. My mum's a very working and respectable woman, Anthony. Frankly, I feel as though your misjudged opinion is something that maybe is stemming from your deep down relationship issues with your own mother.
Want some water for that burn, Ant?
Yeah, we'll get some ice for that burn. Oh dear. Ed just whoops people.
Yeah.
If any of you don't know Ed, Ed's like this all the time.
Yeah.
Not with you.
Oh. I mean, the amount of times Ed's told me to go kill myself with a rusty knife.
You're not making me seem like a great person, if I'm frank.
Question from Alexander: who is going to Eurogamer?
Yes.
I'm going Friday and Saturday.
Next year.
Sunday.
So all the Mexicans can come up and punch me in the face on those days.
They can punch you over a bowl of fried beans.
I'm sure you can.
Yes,
Somehow.
I'm refried sick.
But for the record, I am indeed going to be at Eurogamer on Friday and Saturday. Feel free to come over.
Absolutely nice.
Tell me what I love.
Well, it's going on Friday, so am I then.
I'm on Sunday. Sunday only.
Oh, you are going to be on your own.
Oh no. You're on your own there, mate.
Yeah.
You might get game right down there on the Sunday. They tell you how much he loves Hamilton.
Joy.
Because the thing is, people like, you know what was the worst thing about that situation was that basically he only found out I blocked him after the German Grand Prix. I suspect he was probably trying to rip me shit about Vettel and Ricciardo again. And of course, the one person who chips in is Game Right's biggest fan, Alex Gillen, and I was like, oh my god, he blocked him, why did you do it? And I didn't even block him over anything F1 related, it was actually to do with the fact he tried to claim that the second plane going down in Africa was an inside job.
Oh, that was when I didn't block him, but because obviously he doesn't follow me. Because he's far too famous. But that was when I unfollowed him. He was like, do you really expect me to believe that these two are accidents? It's like, yes I fucking do, because you're not an aviation expert. You play fucking video games. I can't stand. It's like when like Kimmy pitted in some race last year, it's like India or something. And everybody goes to Twitter like, why did they make him pit? It's like, oh, I don't know. Maybe because F1 engineers know more about tyre. I can't fucking talk. Maybe because the F1 engineers know more about tyre degradation than you do. Maybe.
The Mexicans have clearly stolen Ed's brain.
This is why I'm glad I met Ed.
My brain is currently split across 5 Juans.
They have stolen soul.
Seriously, if you find Ed funny, you need to play iRacing with him and watch him rage. You will literally cry.
I've been in some of the Skype calls with Edward sometimes, and some of the things he says is truly ridiculous.
I don't enjoy my time on certain games. That's all I'm going to say.
Quite clearly.
On this earth.
And then I get angry about something and I start ranting about it and I get my words mixed up. I'll be like, come on, hey, I don't like him. And then, like, my argument's suddenly invalid because apparently I have some kind of mental issue.
I'm seeing debates over porn sites in the comments from Jahaj and Shedboy. You keep discussing that. Keep discussing in there.
Nice.
Initialization saying, I used to watch a game right for SimCity for you. And ATV says, Mickey, he predicted this from the start. I want to like that kid so bad.
Dre, you're just a glory hunter.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The thing is, GameRat was the one that called me a glory hunter after Brazil last season. Even though he has no idea who I am and why I've supported Vettel for as long as I have. And he's
You
like,
don't know me.
well, you're a glory
Don't know me.
He basically, his logic was, I'm a glory hunter because I don't support someone who's British.
Maybe I don't support somebody who's British because
I hate everybody who supports him.
pretty much that.
And because I think he's a wanker. But, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't support somebody who's British because that's my decision. That's none of your fucking business.
I mean, Drake, I'll stand by what Ryan King said. Lewis Hamilton is the greatest American celebrity that no American has ever heard of. That quote is just... I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
It's just... That's gold.
Lewis Hamilton, racing driver or black rapper?
Best tweets. Like, say that you know, because the thing is, I don't want to keep ragging on about Hamilton, but I will.
Yeah.
No,
But he
please
definitely
continue.
has a fake American celebrity about him. Like everyone thinks they know who he is, outside of people in NASCAR or some shit that happen to watch F1 now and again.
It's another thing I want to have a little rant about or a discussion about.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah,
Uh-oh.
Why is it that all F1 fans...
That was beautiful. Come back in.
Oh, he's done. He is done.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Has
you.
he gone for more time with his shifter?
Oh God.
It's the only thing that's that will satisfy him after that epic burn.
So how long will the rant be when he comes back?
Like 16, maybe 17 seconds. Come on, Ed. I'll mute your microphone, Edward.
Ed, do you want some ice for that burn? That looks hurtful.
Ooh.
I love it. Ed constantly eats.
Yeah. That's all the man ever does, yet he still remains so scrawny.
Ed was about to drop a pipe bomb and then Dre muted him.
Yep. Come on, Ed. Come back like a good boy.
I just want to let you know, you're all dead to me. Especially you, Tom.
Go on, Ed. Have your rant. I promise I won't mute you.
Ed, I'm
Everybody else, don't mute.
not going to hurt your feelings like I constantly do on Skype. Don't
Go
worry.
on, Ed. Go on, Ed. Have your rant. I promise I won't mute you this time.
No, I'm eating now. You've
Ed,
fucking...
Ed, you're about as butthurt as Lewis Hamilton when he starts last and finishes third.
Yep. This is his best Hamilton impression.
That'll make him cheer up.
Yeah.
Why do F1 people, and I don't mean everyone, why do they constantly say that NASCAR is so much easier than F1 when they know nothing about the dynamics of NASCAR?
Because they're idiots and they think that, it's all just a matter of turning left, isn't it?
Yeah.
When
Yeah, it's
really
a matter of turning left at 200 miles an hour that far away from each other for 2.5 hours. You wankers.
Guess what, guys? Little more is coming.
Yeah,
Yay.
look back me up on that oval.
Lads,
Did you tell him Alan was here?
Prepare the jokes. We're going to have absolutely
Yeah.
Ryan so bad. We're going to grill him so bad that he's going to burn.
Also, Tom Stanley, if you're watching right now, I sent you a link on Twitter. There's going to be what, 8 of us in here in a minute. There's going to be the biggest hangout in the history of this channel. I've had
They're all
7,
coming because of
I've had
me.
8 before.
All we need is Matty and Fizzy, and then we can have some sister jokes.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, they're totally not slightly creepy.
Oh,
Tom's brother once did a babe station positioning for us, so if anybody's into 13-year-old boys, then
Yeah, sweet.
Tom's your guy.
Mr. Luxemore, hello, sir.
Hello, and first and foremost, happy birthday, Dre.
Thank you very much, sir.
Big boy 2-2.
Oh, look, man. Look, 22 is the first year where you start sounding really old. I'm telling you. Like 21, you still sound like you're pretty young. 22 is like, fuck it, it's all downhill from here. I'm telling you. But thanks, man. Much appreciated. I hope you guys are enjoying this birthday hang. Everyone is watching as well. 27 of you here, and it's nearly 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, Ryan, I noticed you know in your video you spelled the title wrong. You called it Overtakes of the Week.
What week? There is no weekly process.
Tom,
here.
could you say again? Didn't hear you.
No, I'm not gonna say no.
Oi, little
Oi.
boy. If you stop muting people, I will mute you.
About 2 seconds after, I realised straight away.
You hit me for little more, Matty's sister. Edward, no drawing. I'm not having this. Don't you start.
How do I close the drawing app?
Good boy. Right.
I'm scared.
We're going to restore order to this.
No, I've done my bit. I'm all good.
Oh, I'm fucked.
How you doing, Ron?
What's up, mate?
Shed Boy for Life saying, and get Amy in here. Oh, God. Stop.
No, she's asleep. She's just been playing COD. I've been playing with COD with her.
And
And
how
she
would
had
you
to
know
go, so.
that little
Did she fall
been
asleep
playing.
on Skype with you?
Interesting.
Ooh.
And Sherman, Mr. Tom Stanley is here. Granddad Stanley is in the house, everybody.
Thanks, Shay. Great intro.
You're joining him, Drake. You're joining him now.
We bow down to Mr. Radical Racing himself. We are not worthy.
Oh,
Get that man of whatever's original.
And I've not seen Tom or spoke to him since the Neo Endurance GT series. It's been a
Yeah.
while.
Oh God, iRacing issues coming up again.
Oh,
Don't,
God.
don't say about iRacing issues. I had a terrible truck race just now.
I had a quite interesting race yesterday. I got wiped out by a HBD when I was in a Riley.
Oh, well. Obviously.
Things happen. But I don't think we're here to speak about iRacing.
That just sounds so painful.
Didn't you hear right? If you're in the HBD, then you have right of way over everybody, and you're allowed to run everybody else off of the track.
Yeah, we call that iRacing logic, everybody.
Right, get the fuck out of my way.
Anyway, guys, fire some questions in. There's 8 of us in here now. We have enough discussion to overthrow Bernie Eccleston.
Right, I don't know who Joe is. No offense, don't know any. Joe and Zonda.
Joe is at Turner UK.
Yes.
My man Harrison here on Zonda on the right here. He's one of my mates from IGP. He's a stowaway. You probably know everybody else.
I know everyone else apart from Zonda and Thingy. Hey. Turner, whatever his name is. I can't say his name.
Let's just call him A, okay?
Hey.
It's a giant
okay.
green and citrus-coloured A. We'll go with that.
With a faint Lewis Hamilton in the background.
Oh, nice. That's what we like to see, lads.
He has to get his daily dose of Hamilton loving in there. Bow down to the shrine.
Yeah, I would wear my Hamilton shirt, but
I think no,
Minus 20 in your next appearance on Around the Corner.
Ryan, we're gonna roast you anyway. If you put a Hamilton shirt, we just finish you off, mate. We just finish it.
You want to finish Ryan off?
Come again?
Yeah. Ed, I use that shifter of yours to finish him off.
I will.
Oh no, not the return of the shifter.
I'll get some of the heel and toe action on to blow your weld.
Hang on. Look,
It's getting really gay.
Anton just asked, want to make it 9. No.
hey guys, it's Anton the Beast here, back once again for a brand new video. Oh wait, I can do it in about 5 years.
Oh,
Coming
that's
from you,
coming
Ryan.
from you.
There's Mr. Overtakes of the Century.
No, Ed. I want to say it. It's overtakes the millennium. So get a job.
Oh,
You're not subscribing, mate.
oh, mate, I'm not loyal.
Yeah, these hoes ain't loyal.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm just a common hoe now.
oh dear.
You're about as worthless as the dirt that I step on every day when I walk out my front
Oh,
door.
okay, yeah. Hurtful. You're from Spain.
Problems.
How am I from Spain? Explain this to me.
If you can explain to me one thing that Spain's got going on right now, then I'll let you pass.
Can I make a point?
Good
It's
weather?
hot. It's hot. That's a good thing.
Right, it's too
always
hot.
Ryan the Stoner.
It's too hot.
Has to be done. I'm sorry. I mean,
I'm so done.
for some order. Right, hang on. Hang on. Good question from Arsenal 2022. Hello, sir. Name your nightmare team. Drivers, current or recent. Team and team principal.
Easy. HRT. Pasta Maldonado. And.
You've put a race. Wait. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
Okay.
Hang on. You've earned that. Because Pascal Maldonado, as much as the bad rap he gets, the dude has won a Grand Prix. He's not completely terrible.
Yeah, I agree.
He's only slightly terrible. If it were me, I would say...
What? Sorcery. Something's going wrong here.
Obvious.
It's
It's
turnover.
like,
We've got
obvious.
2 A's.
Yeah.
It's the AA.
As much as I like the guy, you put in Tony Fernandez, who sells the team halfway through the season. You put in HRT. You put in Jordan Eriksson. Job done.
Tony Fernandez is an awful owner. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
the dude thinks QPR is a worthwhile investment. But, yeah, I mean, if it was me, HRT was a truly dreadful team. Lorraine Carter-Kane is a parody of a Formula 1 driver. Partnering him, who was the worst of the pay drivers? Charles
Yamamoto.
Yamamoto was pretty bad. Charles Pete was pretty bad.
Christian
Yuki Ide.
Christian Albers.
Thiago Monteiro.
No, mate, Yuki Ide. He's brilliant.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you
Ide
do.
would get chucked out, and you'd have to replace him with someone slightly better.
Sakon
You just skip
Yamamoto.
that step and go to the someone like the second worst driver.
Yeah, Sakon Yamamoto. I should have replaced him with.
Yeah.
No, everyone remembers it's Karun Chandok.
Chandhok wasn't that bad.
I know.
He was bloody
Chandhok was one of the
awful.
better ones, if anything.
So
Little more-
kicking
you want
off.
one more, if you one more person, I'm kicking you out of this call.
I'm sorry, but it had to be done though because Chandok's alright.
Yeah,
As
hey, the only person doing the wave of mutilation on here is me. Do you understand?
To be fair, Chandok's the best
Oh
Indian.
dear.
Edward.
I remember a certain Jerome D'Ambrosio who spun it going into the pit lane.
That was a wet track. To be
Rosie,
fair.
that's going into left field. That is, man. He was Lucas Degrassi. How about that one? He's now in Formula E, Degrassi, as well.
Yeah, he's Audi sports car driver as well.
Yeah. Funny that, isn't it?
Is it
Oh,
Chandler
wow.
going to Formula E as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His teammate was Senna, so it's HRT 2020 all over again.
Also, can everybody please unsubscribe from NF Samuel, please, after tweeting Grosjean is better than Maldonado, send abuse. Well, yeah, that's kind of a given, really, isn't it? that's a blockable offence, Samuel. Don't do that again. Also, a tweet from Anton saying, Ryan, shut the F up. Want me to get the sponge. I see that as a threat.
I'd have him.
Where's your
Last
Nico
thing you
Jones
gotta
career
do-
mode?
Take him outside and apply his Gazzle. He's in basics after all.
I say that Ryan and Anthony have a
Jesus
1v1 fist fight at Eurogamer.
Right, cut the chat
No,
to slack.
no, we
This year
settled
more
on-
than you.
You know, yeah,
He's
we'll have hang on, we'll have Ryan Littlemore and Anton the Beast in a mud wrestling contest with Alan in the background as referee.
What about Alan commentating it?
Alan and David Croft commentating.
Hmm.
I hope Crofty ends up at Eurogamer because he wasn't down there last year. He's been like every year besides last year. Like,
Wasn't there a Grand Prix on the same weekend last year?
yeah, that was the problem because I think it was Singapore that same weekend or something like that.
When is Eurogamer?
20.
20
20.
last week in
It's the
September.
last weekend. Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Last weekend in September. But yeah, like, Crofty's normally down for that because he's a big advocate of the F1 games and all that shit. You know, Jason Bradley from the Gadget Show was down there last year, and I got.
Yeah, I saw him. He
Yeah.
pushed in front of me to go on the Gran Turismo wheel simulator. What a dick.
Cool as hell guy. Basically.
Yeah, and the problem is, I've got so fed up, hence of it being such a bad game. Welcome to Formula 1 2013. I'm so fucking fed up with that now.
I'm pretty sure the guy that voiced that is the most hated man in all of the planet.
Yeah. As cars
Apart
and
from
drivers
Sebastian
come and go, shades of the past still remain. It is best.
I still
Remember
haven't... Go on.
Do you remember when Gillen did his own version of that, and
Hello.
it was just beautiful?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to F1 2013.
No, it's literally, hello.
It's just
Hello.
Gillen's
Hello.
voice
Hello.
went so well with it, and it was just amazing. Who just did that? That was incredible.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, mate.
Whoever just did that, I thought Alex Gillen had joined.
I still have a video, Dre, from Eurogame of when I was on that iRacing thing, and I can't remember. I was trying to do like air hour, like corner line something, and then you in the background when I went off the track, I went in the opposite direction. And you said hashtag Ryan gets lost.
Don't remind me. You took us on a wild goose chase through central London.
Oh,
why
dear.
did we put you, the northerner, in charge of direction?
It was such a good evening, though.
Just to clarify, I'm not from the north. I'm in the Midlands, in the middle of the country.
Same
More
thing.
Close
north
enough,
than
you still-
us,
That Midlands life.
You still
But
you still have a lack of direction, you Midland bastard. Right now. Quite frankly, you deserved every insult thrown your way that night, and quite frankly, we were all stupid for putting you in charge.
well, we could have just gone to Nando's.
Did you guys go to McDonald's?
No, the closest McDonald's was already the one that me and Matty had gone to on the Friday, which was actually like 15 minutes in the other direction.
I forgot. I was with you.
Round the other way past
I was with you.
We walked past an underground train station on the way there.
Oh,
How did you even get lost on the way to McDonald's? It was literally across the road, down a street, and it was there.
Yeah, that's what.
You went the other way around. You went back into central London past Earl's Court.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Just
Oh dear.
atrocious from Little Norton.
What days are you guys going?
Friday and Saturday. With,
That's when everyone's going, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
same. I'm
Apart
going
from
with Matt and JD and Jody. Well, that's we're all staying together.
I'm going because I am Eurogamer.
Well, it's actually EGX now.
Oh, the fancy name for it, yeah.
Yeah.
We're being all edgy and hipster by
I have a question for all of you here. Obviously, I don't know if you've seen it, but at Gamescom, Project Cars released a new trailer. I wonder what your thoughts are on it.
I'll answer first, just I gotta go. So, I'm gonna get it,
I'm
and it's
good.
been 3 years in the making. It better be fucking worth my money.
Yeah, well, I just hope it's at Eurogamer.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely convinced it'll play good.
I think it just depends when you play it. If it's PC or it's on the PS4 or Xbox One.
All I know is I'm getting my Xbox One next week, and it's going to be a very, very expensive autumn for me.
What are you getting, Dre? An Xbox One?
Yeah.
I'm getting one purely for Forza Horizon 2.
I'm just
That game just gets me in all the right tingly places.
Like your shifter.
Those hard to reach places your girlfriend can't find.
My shifter knob. The very tip of my shifter.
No, it's that little fizzy bit. You get that fizzing sensation in between your prostate and your...
Be sure to check your prostate every 6 months. Here's
I'm
Edward
PlayStation really, but I'm getting an Xbox One purely because of the I'm just gonna put the F1 community.
Yeah, I'm not getting it until F1 2015 comes out.
Yeah, I'm hoping
I'm
I get
going-
one by it.
I'm going PC Master Race.
I'm purely getting console
freaking
FIFA.
shites. I hate when people get freaking snooty about their freaking big, expensive gaming.
PC.
I won't mention about my PC then.
Shut up then, Stanley. I'm joking. I'm just joking. You know, I would have had one myself by now if it wasn't for lack of space in my bedroom.
Anyway, I want to go because I got to go. Just before I go, once again, happy birthday, Dre. And Edward, next time you mention my brother, I'm gonna go to England and I'm gonna kill you for a rusty spoon, mate.
Do it. Fucking bring it, you little
That's going to
cursor.
do a lot of damage.
I'm
Let's
sorry,
go.
but it's an interesting fight. I've got to watch that.
Let's go.
I would drive.
We'll have a rust off and see who gets tetanus.
Right. Thanks, Tom. Take care, mate. Take care, Tom. Thanks for joining us, mate. Thanks obviously for the birthday wishes. If you're still watching somewhere, just go until about midnight maybe, and then we'll all call it a night. Yeah. It is only fitting, since it is my birthday after all. We go till the end of my actual birthday. I guess actually makes sense. Keep the questions coming in, by the way. The comments have finally been cleared up of like cock, so it should be good to go now. Quite frankly, but yeah, like I'm looking forward to your game. I'm looking forward to Project Cars, but it's like I watch it and I think. Like it looks fantastic graphically. Graphically, it's one of the best looking video games I've ever seen. Like it's almost photorealistic, but I'm not entirely convinced it will play like a true simulator. That's my issue.
It doesn't feel like a simulator, Jay. Like I've got I paid early to get into the alpha/beta for PC.
Right.
And it's not fully a simulator. When I first played it, it reminded me of Shift 2.
Oh god, that's not a good sign.
Yeah,
No.
I haven't really played it as of yet. I'm waiting for my PC to be built so I can run it a bit more smoother. But the range of cars, the range of tracks, absolutely brilliant. Handling it will take some time to get used to, but that's like any other racing game really.
Because Shift 2 was awful, and I used to have that game, and I wanted to like it so bad, but like Shift 2 was actually worse than the original. I
I've never played any Need for Speeds. I just didn't see the point of them. I've never.
Yeah, I didn't. Like, I saw and I thought.
I can't lie. It's my guilty gaming series pleasure. Like I know it's a shit franchise and has been for about 6 or 7 years now. Besides,
It was all about Need for Speed Underground 2 on the PlayStation 2.
Most Wanted on the PS2. The original Most Wanted was one of the best games on that console.
Carbon as well.
It was a masterpiece. And I must admit, like, as 11-year-old me playing that game, I was about 6 foot tall.
You haven't grown much.
Yeah, I've grown so much in recent years. But like, as an 11-year-old, the twist of the ending in that game was absolutely superb at the end. Like, I must admit, like, it was a genius game. It was fantastic fun, and that is how you make a street racing game. It's not complicated, people. Like, it's simple. Put some nice cars which people want to drive. Give them some customization options. Make sure the gameplay is tight. And as a bonus, throw in a half-decent story. And it's simple, you know. But
Has Ed gone for some more shifter time?
Except he's forgot to mute himself this time.
Yeah, or turn the camera off.
just in case.
Oh god, he's done it.
Just in case. I don't want to hear any weird noises in that direction. But the thing is,
It's just being
that
said.
franchise has kind of gone to pot in recent years. The last good one was Pursuit in 2012, I think it was. But
No.
despite that, it's been pretty terrible. in recent years.
No, the run was decent. But it
That was
very
that was
short.
good. Yeah.
Really?
He's finished with his shift of time.
I played the demo of the run, and the cars I might have been handled awful. I did not like how the cars handled in that game at all.
Yeah. That was one of the better Need for Speed of its time. Everything else has been shockingly shit.
Yeah, like.
Well, it's run by EA. What do you expect?
Yeah, they took a year out this year, so hopefully they can focus all their efforts for next year, and I hope they don't disappoint because that is going to be their make or break game.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't give it to Criterion again, please.
Go back to Burnout, please.
Yeah, Criterion, why not just make another Burnout game instead than pick up a license which you clearly did not understand?
Or make a game which is an extreme sports game in first person view.
Why,
I can't
Criterion?
even imagine how that would work.
That's frustrating because I love Criterion. They're one of my favourite developers, and Burnout Paradise is one of the best racing games ever made. And it's just so frustrating that they went to Most Wanted and they ruined it. And now they're making some really weird extreme sports game which I have no idea about. It looks like a convoluted mess, which nobody wants to play. And I'm like, just make another Burnout game already, okay? Like Revenge was, like Burnout, like 3, Revenge, and Paradise are all amazing games. So frustrating.
You don't have to mention about Burnout Crash. Don't mention Burnout Crash.
Oh God, no! That game was awful.
The Hoth.
It's like a really bad version of Pinball Warrior from Takeshi's Castle.
That was a good game show.
That is the best game show.
Yeah.
The stones were the best ones, where some of them fell into the water.
No, Bridge Ball.
Bridge Ball. No, man, Bridge Ball.
The stones. Just like go pelting at it. They were like,
It's not solid. That was my favourite.
Of the doors.
Oh,
yeah.
I think it's what Craig Charles made that show as well.
Yeah.
Craig Charles is a brilliant voiceover dude, and having met him, he's a thoroughly very, very funny dude. I met him when I was like 10 years old, because I went to an original taping of Robot Wars back in the day.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Because my dad, he basically used to be a welder. He did a lot of the metal work for the set of Robot Wars, so he basically got free tickets for a taping. So there's 10-year-old me, again about this tall, 10-year-old me going to a Robot Wars taping, and I spoke to him, but I was too shy to come to ask for his autograph.
I went to one as well. Went to see Behemoth versus Tornado, and Razor versus. Do you know there's two? That robot had the two things and it merged into two little ones. Gemini, that was it.
Oh, Gemini, yeah, they were the cluster bot, yeah.
But my favourite,
remember that is
my favourite one of all time has to be Hypnodisc.
There was a lot of Hypnodisc fans back in the day.
That was Razor and Hypnodisc were my two favourites.
Yeah, I remember. I think my mum was a Series 4 taping, and I saw Chaos 2 versus Steg 2. It was just a heat, unfortunately. It wasn't any of the big ones, but like I got to see Chaos 2 perform live, which won the UK Championship twice, which was pretty sick. I must admit, yeah, it's ridiculous. Like they all stamp their ground on the floor. They all still put feet on the ground like every time. They're like every time they call for applause. It's ridiculous. It was such an incredible atmosphere. Anyway, going to the chat real quick. Is it just me, or is anyone else looking forward to a game like Underground 2, but then there's a sim and a game where you build up a racing career from the bottom? So you buy a car, you tune it to your liking, and then earn money by actually racing. Opinions, please. Isn't that sort of what the Grid franchise has tried to be in the years?
yeah, but Grid's kind of crap.
Well,
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. I actually quite like Autosport, and playing it again. Autosport is a good return to form, but Grid 2 was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, Grid
I
2
think Grid
was...
Autosport.
Oh.
I didn't even buy that game.
I did. I wasted like 30 quid on it, and it still haunts me in my sleep.
Luckily, I had a game voucher, so I used that, so I didn't waste any money on it.
I never bought Grid 2.
That game sold so badly, it was £15 within 6 weeks of it coming out.
I think the thing with Grid Autosport, it's a bit complicated at times, like all the different things that like different categories and everything.
It's good, but they should have made it more simpler.
It's as if they've like rushed it a little bit. They've just thought,
Yeah.
oh god, we've got to
Well,
get a
to be
game
fair,
out.
it
And...
came out less than a year after Grid 2 did.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know, I would-
Codemasters kind of put themselves in the foot on that one by not making it next gen as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, considering like Grid 2 came out so close to next gen release, I'm surprised that they didn't just like think, oh, there's next gen coming out, let's make a game for that. But
You know, the thing is, when I was invited down to Codemasters to test Autosport early, shameless plug, basically what happened when I was down there is I actually asked them, well, why isn't it next gen? And they said it would take them at least 2 years to port it over properly and do it justice. Unfortunately.
and that's just to port it over. So
Yeah,
And
like,
more people
it makes you wonder how long they've been working on F1 2015 for.
probably
Yeah.
since at least 2013 came out.
Yeah,
At
maybe
least,
even
I would
before.
say.
I have a theory that they've been working on the engine since the next gen consoles have been announced. They've been working on the engine to, try and get the best as it can. And I got a feeling that the new F1 game that's come out next gen 2015, and also not a grid, a dirt game. I bet they'll be working them on for the next gen because dirt is literally I wouldn't say the best rally game as such, but it is up there for one of the best races out there.
I would
The
say
original Dirts were really good.
I just want them to go back to the whole rally thing.
Oh
like
dear,
it
we
was.
lost Stray.
Again.
We're running Dre's channel for him again.
Right, how many of us are there this time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we're not even getting 1,000 each this time.
He's back.
Dre, go away. We're running your channel for you. We're just dividing out your subs between us again.
Shut up, all of you.
Yeah, as I was saying before Dre went, I think Dirt needs to go back to what it was like on Dirt 2.
Dirt 2.
I think Dirt 2 was too American based.
Dirt 2, I don't want Ken Block and Travis Pastrana in my ear hole every 30 seconds.
No, in terms of
I
like,
enjoyed it.
no, I'm referring
I
to like
thought it was
rally
so
events.
good.
I want
Hi,
more.
I'm Tanner Faust, and welcome to Rallycross.
I just want it to be more rally. It's just
Yeah,
sort of
no.
I want rally. I don't want like big dirt trucks in deserts. I want rally.
No, I want
Yeah.
rally.
And to be
I
fair,
want,
Dirt 3 had a lot more basic rallying in it, to be fair.
Yeah.
I want rally and rallycross. That's it.
Yeah, Rallycross in Dirt 1 was good.
Because that would be good for like us to do a community race or something together as a group and have a good time and enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, but nobody wants to drive like lorries or trucks or whatever. Like the
No,
huge
just
Hey,
keep.
guys, why don't just all play Dirt Showdown again?
Oh god.
You dare say that name again. You
I
dare.
got-
Hey, man, I got it from a discount sale the other day for £4 and it wasn't even worth that.
I got mine from pre-ordering Grid Autosport and I played it. For the first minute, I was just like, no, so done. That's going in.
I can't get rid of 2 copies of it.
I feel ripped
Go on.
off and I haven't even bought it.
Do a giveaway.
Dirt Showdown was pretty terrible. It was basically, it should have been DLC for Dirt 3, really.
Mm.
If it was a £15 DLC add-on for Dirt 3, I think it
Yeah.
would have done a lot better.
Yeah.
It's like when FIFA 12 had the Euro 2012 DLC, but they made it an on-disc DLC for like £15 rather than making it another £40 game like they did with this year's World Cup. Like, if
Yeah.
they did it as a DLC rather than a standalone £40 retail game, are you frigging kidding me, Codies? Like, seriously. Like, Dirt Showdown was a complete waste of time.
What about that
I've only
Colin McRae rally port?
It's a shame as well. See why they did it.
Yeah,
Awful.
the phone.
That phone port for Colin McRae rally on Steam.
And then
Don't
Nerd Cube
care.
Masters a new
That
one.
Nerd Cube
Sorry.
review was the biggest rage I've ever seen.
I
Yeah.
think the best Colin McRae rally has to be for me either number 3 on the PS2.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Gary
That
too.
Focus in
For
that
me-
game, I bummed it out.
For me, that's probably the best rally game I've played.
Richard Burns Rally.
I've not played that, so I can't really judge.
Colin McRae Rally 2 on the PlayStation 1 for me.
I've never had.
I
See?
don't think I've read it.
I had it.
Ah, too.
I never played number 3, funnily enough, on the PS2. I only ever played the demo on it because like when I had my PS2, like in 2001, there was a demo disc that came with it and had stuff like friggin' Airblade on it, and and like you could play 2 minutes of Colin McRae Rally.
I think the good thing about Richard Burns Rally is you can do a lot of mods on it, of some sort. So that's what I might, get it. Just see what it's like.
Quid. It's a couple of quid on
There you go.
Amazon, and then the mod's free.
I do remember though there was a game called WRC Evolved on the PS2.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yes, that was the best. That was the best rally game.
I
The
remember.
WRC games on the PS2 were the best.
I played so many hours of WRC.
Did anyone go on the testing bit where you're on this like big
Yeah.
it's like a big speedway bit
Yeah.
on the inside? All I used to do on that was make my own like rally stages.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all I did. It was brilliant. I made I had my little digital camera out as I used to record, had it out, recorded the lap, and then did a commentary over it. Oh, those
I
are the
did that.
days.
I did that back in the days when I was playing Halo on my old YouTube channel. I was playing Halo 3. That's how I originally got started with gaming. Me and one of my friends from the Marathon forums was a guy called Kyle, and I was just playing Halo 3. Literally putting about 15 stacks worth of games on my table, putting my digital camera on the top of it and pointing it at the screen while playing a game of Halo.
I did COD videos.
Oh Lord!
And I had an ironing board, which I put my laptop on it, and then I angled the screen so that the webcam was facing the TV, and obviously it was on an angle and it wasn't lined up properly, and it was like 2 FPS. It was just brilliant. And I didn't know how to edit music onto videos, so to get music on the video, I would play a song full pelt on my phone and put it next to the laptop. That's how I roll.
I remember it would have been like over a year, because I only started about a year ago, and I bought one of my friends bought these like really dodgy Chinese capture cards, like easy caps. He paid £4 for like 2 of them, and you had to run it. You had to run it in like it was like 144p.
Oh.
And the bottom bit of the screen was just completely black. It was that bad. Oh, it was literally the worst thing I've ever
Did you
seen.
buy a capture card that did just use a potato to record your video?
Oh, and the other thing was, it was only in it was only in composite, and you could only play the game through your laptop screen. Even though it was like through an Xbox, you couldn't plug it into the TV. You had to play it through through your laptop.
I bet you had screen lag.
I had screen lag. I had about 2 seconds of screen lag as well. Those were the days.
Yeah, we've all been there, folks. We've all had video making difficulties and struggles, and
The dazzle.
I know the feeling. Like, hey, it's my 3rd anniversary in 2 weeks' time. September the 1st will be 3 years of me on YouTube. Well, just on this channel. As an overall YouTuber, I've been on it since April 2008. I really am the old man of this community.
Jaha, did I say his name? He says, what's the best game you guys have ever played overall?
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Really?
I mean, I was so pumped up for that game to the point where, looking back at it, no game on the current generation of contest. I seriously can't speak. On the old generation of console, it could never compete with like my hype for the game. So looking back at it, it was never going to live up to the hype I built around it. But if you go around that game and you just look at what they've accomplished with it, it is just ridiculous. Either that or Forza Horizon 1 was really good.
For me, because obviously many of you will know I just played racing games, so I'm kind of narrowing it down quite a bit. For me, it has to be iRacing by far. Right?
Yeah.
Until Project Cars comes out, I think.
Right. Who's next in?
I'm gonna say Burnout Paradise. There's been no game that has never been played so much. I had every single DLC. It kept me entertained all the way, and I had a blast online with it.
I did
Yeah.
play the demo on that. I was just like, yeah, it's not bad.
Buy the game.
Yeah.
Buy it. Buy it right now. It is one of the
I
best.
don't normally play. My Xbox is literally like upstairs. I don't even play it that often.
You're terrible.
Avoiding iRacing.
For me,
F1 2013 as well on PC. Sorry, Joey.
for me, this is tough because I've been playing games for a long time. I can't pick one. I've got two in my mind here.
He'll say Gran Turismo 3.
Yeah, I would as well.
Gran Turismo 4.
That was my first game on the PS2.
I sweated that so much.
When people ask me what's the better game between 3 and 4, I always say this. 4 was a technical masterpiece for 2006, because that was the first game that was ever playable in 1080p. Many people even realise that. That was the first, one of the first real high-definition games of the era. But Gran Turismo 3 was fun, ultimately, and it just captured that passion for cars and for motorsport in general. The F1 cars are a joy to drive in that game. All the time for me. I absolutely loved collecting them, and I did actually 100% that game as a 15-year-old before I moved to getting the 360. And I made it my mission to 100% that game before I got a PS, before I got a 360, and I did in the end somehow. And it is for 2001, a racing game, for it to be that far ahead of its time and to set the benchmark for all sim racers are trying to be now, even nearly 15 years later. I'd say Gran Turismo 3 for me.
Yeah.
Although, asterisk next to that, Forza Horizon is very, very close to that, and I'd say Burnout Paradise is also very, very close to that as well, and Halo 3. Those four games, in my opinion, are all majestic, and every gamer should have at least played one of those games, in my opinion, on the last generation.
I think the thing with Gran Turismo 3 was because I didn't start playing games till like 2003 or 4, and it was still so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I played it again last year after like spending 5 years away. It still holds up brilliantly now, even for 2001, when that game even came out, which I still find it incredibly hard to believe that was a 13-year-old game. Like some YouTubers in this community haven't even been born yet when that game came out.
I think the thing is with games now compared to when we played it is that those games were made for being fun rather than these big companies now trying to just get a release every single year, getting us to be the money or being them the money grabbers and just buying like a half decent pile of shit. Really.
And trying to make it like ultra realistic and stuff.
You know what it is as well? Like, and I'm gonna take the Senna DLC out of the equation for this. But Gran Turismo 6 is the definition of what Tom was just talking about.
Yeah.
Gran Turismo 6 was a technical exercise, not a very good video game, and it just seems it just seems to be a shell. Like they seem to just import all the cars over from Gran Turismo 5. Because people have been asking me, Dre, why are you no longer doing GT6 videos? Because the game feels like GT 5.5. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
And they still have like the game has like 1,300 cars, and it brags that quite loudly, but 1,000 of them you don't want to drive because they have the standard like PS2 renders of them still from Gran Turismo 4. They're still over.
They've got like 8 versions of the Fiat Punto.
Like, why do I want 6 different Nissan Skylines? Like, at least with Forza 5, it's got cars that I actually want to drive.
There are a fuck ton of MX-5s actually, aren't there?
Yeah, I think it's about 25 on the game.
They're all the same. It's like almost different. One's got like a slightly different suspension setup that makes it 1,000th quicker or slower.
They have the American version and the European version and the Japanese version of the same car.
Yeah.
They
just got different names.
At least with games like Forza 5, they've got cars in it that you actually want to drive, you know?
Yeah.
For the vast majority, at least. Because I've seen Forza 5's car list, and I'm like, I ran my eyes through this, and I was like, I would want to drive about 70% of the cars on this list, compared to about 10% from Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
which is it's sad because it said that game feels like a technical exercise, and I was begging for 6 to be good. That game took 5 years to develop. 5 years. How?
What I think happened is they spent about 2 years on GT6, and then they will spend a lot of their time, hopefully, making sure that GT7 on the next gen is going to be incredible. Hopefully.
Oh, I really hope it is, because 5 wasn't particularly great, and 6 is just so average. And can they please get a damage model in Gran Turismo from now on, please?
Yeah,
Just-
there's nothing,
I
is
don't
there?
want to drive into a brick wall at the Circuit de la Soft at 220 miles an hour and knock a pixel out of place.
That's the thing, you don't even go flying anywhere anymore, do you? You literally just go and stop. Yeah, Tom did it
At least on
exactly.
Yeah,
five,
dude,
when you
same
hit
thing.
something.
I
At
saw
least
it.
on 5, when you hit something, you pinged up in the air. On 6, it's just.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling I won't have a damage model in Gran Turismo.
If that's the case, I'm not
really
buying
have.
it.
I mean, they do have a lot of cars, but at least on the premium ones, maybe you should put a damage model on, like, considering there's about
Yeah.
4 premium
Well,
cars out of all the cars in the game.
Like even if you couldn't see the damage, because I think that was what they were saying was one of the reasons why they didn't have it is because companies didn't want their cars to look damaged or something.
Yeah.
Even if it was just like your suspension's damaged, which you can't see, it would still the car would look fine, but you wouldn't be able to drive it as well. And just something simple like that would just make the game a whole lot more, more of a sim that they claim to be.
I don't get how much influence Turn-10 and Microsoft must have to the fact all these companies that are denying Gran Turismo, that kind of thing, are getting, like Turn-10 are just like, yes, we have damage models on all of them cars.
Every single one of them.
As if they've gone into, like, the McLaren dealership with a baseball bat and started breaking, like, shattering
Cockpit
kneecaps.
cam actually works, yes.
For me, I haven't played Forza 5, but from what I've heard, the physics have really been upped and it's really good. The only thing that game looks like it needs to me, apart from obviously some more tracks, the only thing it needs is being able to move the seat backwards and forwards and up and down.
Okay, yeah. And to be
Which
fair,
is such a tiny thing to add, so...
it's such a minor thing.
Yeah.
But it makes such a difference, especially if you're on a wheel.
Yeah.
I hear you. That's a valid point. That's a valid point. Saying here as well, my best games personally were GT3, 4, Burnout Paradise, GTA 5, PGR 4. Now that was a good game.
Yes.
Never played it.
No, neither have
PGR
I.
4 was great.
Yeah.
I can't believe that one went completely over my head. I mean, that was a fantastic racing game.
I never
That's
played
how you
it.
make an arcade racing game with some passion and drifting and bikes and shit.
Pure fun back in the day.
Fun. That's what it was. It was
Matthew
Infusia.
Greenfield.
Now I do remember that one too. Does anyone else remember Infusia?
What was that?
Infusia Professional Racing. Does anyone else remember that game on the PS2?
No.
None of you guys did, apart from me. Wow.
Can you repeat the name because you just kind of
Infusia.
You're showing your age here, Dre.
I know, right?
that's actually ringing a bell.
Infusia was like 2005, I think. It was made, I think, by Sega. It was mainly in-house Japanese style driving game, but the thing was, it had the best physics, I think, in any driving game on the PS2 era out of anything that was released, even after Gran Turismo 4 came out a year later. The problem was, it was really boring. But the physics model for that game was out of this world. Like you could even see the demo clips. They put all this effort into how a car handles and behaves, but it was really boring. So Jahaj, I do know what you're talking about of Infusia. You can tell I'm a total nerd when it came to racing games, but I've actually played something which nobody else here has actually played. And I think I'm the oldest guy here in this chat as well. So.
I think Tom's a bit older, aren't you?
Yeah.
Grandpa Stanley.
I'm a month older than
When
Jay.
you think
8th of July. 8th of July, 92.
That month is everything, though.
You've got 5 weeks on me. Yeah. I'm not quite the oldest, but I'm Barbie.
You would slap us. Oh man.
F1 Championship. Oh boy. F1. I've still got that game on PS3, and people have been dying for me to Let's Play Championship Edition, and that's like every YouTuber's new favourite hobby.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Oh.
Actually.
Ed's gone for shifter action.
Yeah. He's gone back to the shifter.
It says a lot about how bad F1 or how like lack of longevity that the Codemasters games have got. That we're going back 8 years to play games.
I'd still say 2010 was a really good game for like the first chance at like a
It was just
360
fun.
game. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's just like you go back to it, and it's just like why can't they have the thing like between 2010 and 2011 they removed some stuff, and then between 2011 and 2012 they removed more stuff, and it was just like you completely lost that experience. Now they're just left with nothing because nobody plays 2013.
I'm not sure how Cody's have gone through 4 different F1 games in the last 4 years, and there has presentation that's gone backwards.
Yeah, the thing is, if you put the games together, there'd be a really good game there.
Yeah, if you could take bits from each of them. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like the handling on 2013 is really good.
Give me 2010's presentation. Give me 2011's paddock. Give me 2012's champions mode. 2013 scenario mode, and the handling model, and you've probably got a really, really good racing game there.
Yeah.
It's just there's little parts of each game that is truly outstanding, but
they can't.
There's always something that just lets it down.
But something drags the whole package down. And with 2013, it felt like a husk, and like the classic content was a bust. And I know I'm not the only person saying this, but I did not play that one jot past October.
Nope. I've not driven a classic car. I still sometimes drive the tracks because some of them are pretty fun.
Yeah, the tracks are a nice addition, I must
admit. But I mean, I saw quite an interesting point the other day, which was like the main audience for F1 games is, would you say 12 up to 18 is probably the main audience, and the classic cars were from the 1980s and the 1990s.
Nobody knows what they are.
And like that's not their era. Like the people who play it don't remember. They weren't even born when those cars were racing. So
who knew
that's probably the.
Well, who knew Nagamoto wasn't looking through that classic car content? Like seriously, like I get Joe's made a very good point there. Like the demographic that they should really be going for, really, I'd say something in the range of 13 to 30, roughly. Maybe on the lower end of that, because mainly they should be trying to appeal to casual fans, especially the modern day sport. Because in my way of thinking about this, right, is you appeal to people that like F1, simple as that, and they might want to play a video game that's quite like that. And I've always said they shouldn't be appealing to people like us that are going to buy the game every year, no matter how good or bad it is, because it's an F1 game, and we're kind of obligated to buy it because of our YouTube channels.
Yeah. Like, this is what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, when I say people on Twitter saying like, "Oh, this trailer looks terrible, the cars handle terribly, the air looks bad," I'm like, it's a 90-second trailer from a replay camera. Like, how do you know how the cars are going to handle? Yeah. Like, how do you know how the AI is going to be? And I'm like, guys, just wait till the game comes out, you know? It's like,
or a demo, hopefully.
It's like on the trailer, like the Codemasters trailer, I commented on it saying about the engine noise. And the amount of comments that I got back saying, "Oh no, it's not realistic at all. You can't hear this, this, and this," and it's just like, well, it's not a simulation game for starters, and
it's never been.
And also
Sims.
And also 99.9% of the people have only ever heard the engines on TV. And they don't even know what the real things look like, and it's just like a load of assumptions that we're making from a 90-second trailer. I mean, I think we just got to give them a chance.
No, this entire community is built on assumptions.
Yeah,
glue that holds us together.
The 40-minute breakdown video.
Yeah, I tweeted about it when they
Yeah, I
announced
saw
it
it.
when the
Yeah.
trailer came out. And it's just like, the thing that's getting to me is not so much the breakdown videos. And I'm not trying to say this just because I'm friends with Arav, but I'm excluding him from this because he actually puts effort into his.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, he was there with all the different screenshots, and like, he was going over like, oh, as you can see, this is the arrow from the start of the season. Oh, I didn't know that. But then you have other people that just have the trailer going over and over on loop in the background. They're like, so yeah, here we can see the Mercedes. It's like, oh, could I not see that myself?
No,
I
it-
needed to
it's-
upload that.
State the
It-
bloody obvious,
Yeah, it's the
man.
one they'll upload the trailer and say, well, give me your thoughts in the comments section. I mean, it's just like, well, I could have just done that in the Codemasters trailer, surely.
Yeah.
Just-
But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like the ones that have good effort gone into them, I mean, that's fair enough.
The only reason I don't do that thing is, one, because I feel a little bit bad uploading trailers that aren't mine onto my channel, but and me making money off of that, I think is ethically a bit debatable to be.
Yeah, I'm the same. I just don't see the point.
And second of all,
Yeah,
I know I'd be
Because
like, I feel like I'd be putting words in people's mouths, like saying like, oh look, here's the new Ferrari front wing, and I'm like, you can see that for yourself. Like, you don't need me to tell you that. And be honest, if people are watching, they've probably already come to their own conclusions. They don't need mine on top of that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing that's just like, yeah, the other thing that's just really been griping me up are people that are uploading like their wish lists and all of that.
Yeah.
Why does anybody give a fuck?
I'm just getting, to be honest, I'm just getting sick of my sub box just being filled with F1 2014 news, F1 2014 news by everyone.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I can honestly-
people are uploading videos like purely about, I don't know, I've completely forgotten
Multiplayer
what
ideas.
I was saying. Just the stupidest crap.
Or F1 2014, what the fans wanted, or
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
if
yeah.
it was just one F1 2014 video, that's fine. But I've seen like about 50 at least.
Yeah.
and
Everyone's trying to do the same thing as each other.
And
Yeah.
I like subscribe to like Call of Duty, like Vicstar, KSI, and all them lot, and like
what
F1.
help you?
No, I'm just saying. This is an example, yeah. I want to see the on my sub box, like all that. But when I'm on my phone now, and all I see is F1 2014, F1 2014. Alex Afro doing an F1 2014 video.
Yeah.
You know what? I could
You
probably
make it
fix
quite
this
so
problem.
obvious, making a cheeky little pot shot there, Ryan.
Yeah.
You know, there's one easy thing that you could easily do that get, you know, some of the big YouTubers and have kind of like a question time and say, okay,
Yeah.
what do you think of this? So
Well,
everyone has
yeah.
one big video with all their favorite YouTubers in it,
Yeah.
and just get their thoughts out there rather than have all these individual videos about the multiplayer and what the menus look like.
Yeah.
It sounds like kind of what kind of red that Ferrari screen needs to have, and you know, it's just
Like a question time or something. Get a panel on like Codemasters Twitch page or something, not on any other YouTube channels, just their own one. Get a load of people together on like Skype or something with video chat and all that, and let the people speak and what they think about it.
That's actually a fantastic idea.
Yeah, it's actually because I've been. I know it's easy for me to say this now, but I've been trying to do something like that because, like, recently I've been getting people on to like ask their opinions, and I think it's good that, like, if we could get like 4 or 5 people and just ask them something, it saves all the hassle of this, and this. And
I remember the AOR, or was known as the Apex Racing League. They had a little stream with Andy Gray, Luke Spring, Steve Hood, Lee Williams, and we need to do something like that, but with like us asking them questions, and I think that should happen.
I think we're valuing our influence a little bit too highly, considering we're like the 0.1% of people that are going to buy the game whatever happens. Are we really the right people to be asking those kind of questions?
Yeah.
No, us asking them. in a way.
I'm just throwing that out there and playing
I know.
a little bit in the sense.
Yeah, I think people subscribe to you because they buy the game. They don't buy the game because they're subscribed to you. As a general rule.
Yeah.
Particularly with a game that's so like prominent as a Codemasters series.
Yeah.
Exactly, because people aren't going to buy the game because they're watching my videos. Even though I must admit that actually has kind of happened with MotoGP 14 on my channel, shameless plug.
That's probably a smaller, like less. MotoGP, I'd say, has probably got less fans or fewer fans than Formula One.
Absolutely.
And certainly the game has as well. So I can kind of understand it with that game.
For every MotoGP fan, I'd say there's 5 Formula One fans, maybe more.
Yeah.
I would say roughly. But they're a dedicated bunch, and I don't want to take a shot at Formula One fans here, but I think MotoGP fans are a lot more educated when it comes to their sport and how they view it. To be honest,
I think you get fewer casual fans than MotoGP.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Formula One is much more of a casual spectator sport anyway, so
Yeah.
Definitely.
it is the kind of thing you'll get together with the family with a bit of some popcorn and some chips, and see Hamilton moan his way to another victory. Whereas the hardcore, whereas the hardcore guys are all going to be up at like 10 in the morning to watch their Moto 3 race go around Brno, basically. So there's definitely a valid difference there, in my opinion. What I was just trying to say is that basically, this whole idea of this community and representation and whatnot, I'm not entirely sure that we should be the people to put these questions to Cody's, because they shouldn't really be appealing to people like us. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Like on Twitter the other day, Gillen was complaining about all of the new fuel maps and that, and there's only 3 mixtures on the game. It's like
have an overtake button. We must.
I would wait to see how long the overtake button would last.
That's because 12-year-olds on the easiest AI possible, with all the assists on, who watch maybe one F1 race a year, who have just bought it because they like brum cars or whatever the fuck they call it. They don't want to be sat there at the start of the race like, right now I need to put in 0.09 Frankly, I'd rather have just the 3 mix, just because I can't be on either. I just want easy shit, because it's a Codemasters game.
It's an obvious question, but if it ain't broke, why try and fix it? What's wrong with the
Leave it to the simulators.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think we, the F1 community in general, I think have not carried ourselves particularly well in the last couple of weeks. And I think one of the big reasons why for that is that we just keep arguing over the most petty of shit. Like, I saw like 4 or 5 people literally blow up and lose their minds over the prospect that the game, you won't be able to have your own number for career mode. And I'm like, seriously?
That isn't even surprising.
Because of licensing. Are these people idiots?
Like,
why can't I put a different number on Williams? It's like, I'm sorry, that's the most blatantly answered question in the world, you idiot. We're not allowed to have a proper damage model because of this. So you think that they can rearrange liveries?
Yeah. And like, you've got to remember as well, there's a PC mod scene out there. It could very easily be done on PC if people wanted it to be done, and it will be done. I'm absolutely certain of that. But it's one of those things where like we're all sitting down here moaning over a career. Like, is this going to affect your buying decision? Are you going to be at the counter in game with the copy of the game in your hand, and as you go to the counter, you're like, no, can't have my own career mode number. No, I'm putting it back. I'm putting it back. Like, no one is going to think like that.
No.
Like, and I put this out. I put that out there on Twitter on the day. I got called a schneidy cunt by Alex Gillen for saying something like that. Like, he said literally, and I quote, "You don't have to be a dick all the time, Dre." Which my response was literally, "Oh, that's ironic." But like, that's literally the response I got. But basically stating what I think is a much more valid opinion than his, in the sense of it's not going to affect anyone's buying decision. So why are we bitching hardly about it? Like, the martini livery for Williams was another one as well. Like, oh, there's no martini stripe. We can't.
Who really cares?
Who gives a fuck? Like, seriously.
Yeah, when I said about that, I was being sarcastic because I knew it wouldn't come up.
To be
We've
fair,
just
though,
said that and you were like, oh shit, I tweeted about that.
Yeah.
Like, why would a game that's rated 3+ be advertising alcohol sponsors? Come on now, people.
Yeah, and why? It's not even that. It's just why does anybody care?
Like,
You're not going to see it anyway. You'll be going
Yeah.
past them as
Real
bloody
win.
180.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's face it. If you're doing career mode in like anything that isn't powered by a Mercedes engine, you ain't gonna see it because it'll just be like boom, on your straight. You won't be able to make out anything.
Oh, what was that?
What was this flash of light that passed through my screen? Oh, it was a racing car. Yeah, like I said, this is why I'm saying things like maybe we aren't the best representatives of what we think a good Formula 1 game is when we're arguing over petty shit like that.
Because we're all so into F1, we're just all a bit anal about it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Very anal.
Ow!
We
The
must have an
nasal voicey.
We must have an overtake button. We must have a review mode.
Bloody hell!
We must have 85 different helmet designs so we can truly
No.
be better than live the life.
All we need is just get online working. That's it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
If you can get a functional multiplayer, dedicated server, or even just a clean netcode for the game, that would be a fantastic improvement. At least.
Because it keeps people interested throughout the whole year.
Absolutely.
For most people, offline becomes boring after 2 months. But if you've got online play, they'll stay around.
Absolutely. I stopped playing Grid offline for like within 6 weeks of me playing the game. I played online for like 3 years. Like it was ridiculous. But yeah, I think we're just about done here. I'm literally about 7 minutes left of me celebrating my birthday. But before we go, I'd just like to give each an opportunity to plug themselves as a thank you for their service to this decent hangout, I would say. At one point we had over 40 views, one of the most viewed hangouts I've ever had on this channel. So thank you everyone that stuck around, especially as we head towards midnight now here. But first up, we'll go with Edward. You know, you've got a new channel to plug. I'm just
Oh yeah, I don't have a channel anymore. I shut it down.
you idiots.
I could have had so many free subscribers.
You know that, right?
Ah, the misery.
So you haven't got your boosted. You haven't got your.
I do have the channel which I'm meant to be uploading all my real life car stuff to. But frankly, right now I can't be asked to buy a decent camera for a YouTube venture. I've been through my 12-year-old phase of spending 200 quid on a PVR for like my 20 subs. And I'm just done spending any more money on YouTube. So unless I can find a way of getting a decent enough shot of cars with my phone, that's really going to happen, to be honest.
But we can follow you on Twitter at BoostedESC, correct?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I'm the faggot with the sunglasses.
So he's not killing anyone in this community.
Hurtful.
Shots fired. Okay, Owen.
Yeah, subscribe to my channel, Owen TQ128, if you want to, I guess. I'm just finishing off my career mode series at the moment on F1 2013. And follow me on Twitter at VoteMayorQuimby.
Yeah, it is the best name in the history of Twitter.
That name still gets me.
It's still fantastic.
Yeah.
Do follow him and talk to him about Valtteri Bottas. He'll be your best friend for life. Right? Joe Wilkes keeps popping in and out of this call for some reason. He's doing that for like the last half hour. Poor guy. Can't get his internet
He's
working.
desperately trying to get his plug in. Please don't do him now before he disconnects again.
Yeah. So, Joe, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I will plug you on Twitter personally after this hangout
Oh,
ends.
it's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Again.
He'll be back in a minute, don't worry. Little more, plug your overtakes in a millennium or two, yeah, please? Hurry up, nice and quick.
No, I'm not actually. I'm gonna give a shout out to the team I'm with on iRacing, and that's it. Apex Racing UK, and
Oh, you're so giving.
if you want to check out Overtake, it's there. So just go on Twitter and you'll find it.
Yeah. So that's a fun one. Tom.
Yeah, Tom Sunley 961 on Twitter. The F1 Race is mad on YouTube, even though the channel name's now changed to Tom Stanley Racer. Hopefully, I have a new PC tomorrow or throughout the midweek, so I'll be able to give you a few more different racing games on PC, like World Rally, MotoGP maybe, and yeah, some more iRacing videos. That's me, the oldest guy out of the community as well. The old git, in other words.
Man Cave Motorsports.
No,
85 now.
Got to speak on that one, folks. I'm not the old guy anymore. Yes. And finally, my fellow Harrison. I'm gonna get one in there.
Yeah, I don't really tweet much and I don't upload, so don't waste your time following me or anything. It's fine.
But he's a damn good IGP racer.
Yeah,
Yes.
he is one of the best IGP racers I've ever gone up against. If you want to race against guys like me and him, go join the IGP
Not
One
me.
series.
Shameless
Not
plug.
me.
Yeah, which me and him, with Yuri Castleball front, who's also one of the world's best as well. So
Is he
check
not
him
on
out
one?
if you haven't done so already. And finally, me. I guess that leaves me with me. You don't really need to plug myself. You already watched.
Please
it.
plug a bit more on your own channel. Yes, subscribe to my channel, guys.
If you randomly dropped in on this,
Do they need a link to your channel?
I might pop a link in the description. Yeah. But I do have a couple of outside of YouTube plugs to get through, by the way. Obviously, if you haven't already, you can follow me on Twitter at Harrison101HD.
Click him, Dre. Click him.
Just in case, in fact, the whole two of you that haven't done that already, just make sure I'm ticking every box. But in all seriousness, I want to say thanks to everybody for all the birthday wishes.
Say that, Red.
As I was saying, I just want to say thanks to everybody for all the birthday wishes. It's been a decent birthday. I can't lie. My grandparents kind of forgot, which made me feel a little bit shit, to be honest. But besides that, it's been a pretty good birthday. So thanks everybody for making me feel special about that for a one-off occasion. If you're a bike fan by any chance and you kind of like the sound of my voice somehow, I'm also on Downforce UK Radio with hosting Bike Live with my partner in crime, Lewis Sotheby, on there. We're also on iTunes, so just find Downforce UK Radio on iTunes and just subscribe to the Bike Live parts of the show. If you
I
want
thought this was going to be quick, Dre.
Shut up.
Yeah.
But
Quick, you know
don't
that.
stop, Dre, stop being a Scott Woodwiss.
Oh, shut up. We would still be talking time next week. But like I said, if you're a bike fan, check that show out. It really means a lot because it means a lot to me. It's one of my first real professional gigs. So, if you like MotoGP, you'll pretty easily like through any of that shit. Give that a look. And obviously, thanks for the birthday wishes. Thanks to everybody who's joined me on this hangout and to celebrate my birthday with me. I'm 22 years.
Okay, Dre, it's not your birthday anymore. Wrap it up, mate.
Literally just gone right now, so I'm going to wrap it up here. But thanks to everybody in the chat, much appreciated. Thanks to everyone out there who's watched and listened and sent a happy birthday. It really does mean a lot. And yeah, I'll be back on YouTube tomorrow. So until then, from me and from everyone else here, good night.
Adios.
All right.